Today I'm going to be reviewing Kringle's Eucalyptus and Cotton Candle, which I have purchased in the large 2-wick size. I am not sponsored by Kringle or anybody. I'm just sharing my thoughts on candles, and I purchased this myself from the Kringle website. The top notes are lemon, bergamot, and eucalyptus. The mid notes are clean cotton, sage, and white powder. And the base notes are white musk, amber, and softwoods. This candle really reminds me of the Bath & Body Works clean cotton line from the early to mid 2000s. It has a slight edge of minty vapor rub type of vibe that was absent in the Bath & Body Works clean cotton, but they're very similar. This candle is very much a laundry musk candle. If you're hoping for a eucalyptus forward fragrance, I think you'll probably be disappointed. The eucalyptus is not dominant in this candle. Clean, classic, warm cotton, which is a perfume, smells a lot like this. Specifically like Tide, with really a dash of lemon and then the added camphor notes from the eucalyptus. My preference is not for this smell in a perfume, but in a room fragrance, I quite like it. It's very clean, it's fresh, and this is a powerful candle. I burn these in my living room, which is about 250 square feet. There's an attached mudroom and then kind of a long open hallway that's also attached to the living room. And so, in my opinion, a candle is a good performer when it fills the living room and then that smell travels into the mudroom and down the hallway. So, in terms of performance, this candle does easily fill the living room and travel into the mudroom and the hallway. The performance is fine. I'm very happy with it. I don't need to have it lit for very long before it's filled the entire area with fragrance. As far as originality in terms of the scent, this is just a pretty basic laundry musk scent. It's clean and powerful and a bit sharp. It is not groundbreaking. It is not challenging. I could see that it would be, sort of a crowd pleaser, except for the fact that it's pretty strong. And if you're sensitive to strong smells, you may not appreciate this candle for that. Overall, I am happy with the performance of this candle, and I enjoy the scent. In terms of Kringle candles in general, I'll speak a little bit about those. I do have some experience. In my opinion, Kringle candles burn too hot, which means that they burn fast. I feel like they're possibly overwicked. The estimated burn hours on the jar are nowhere near accurate, at least in my experience. They say, up to 100 burn hours in these candles, the large 2 wicks, and I've gone through quite a few of them, and I think I get about 30 hours burn time altogether. These definitely aren't the kind of candles that I can burn all day and have them also last quite a while. I think a lot of this is just characteristic of soy wax in general, rather than being a fault of Kringle, but I do wish that they would re-estimate the advertised burn time. I can't imagine anybody gets 100 hours out of these candles. I can't imagine anyone even getting 50 or 60 hours out of these candles, not burning them anyway. Why do I buy Kringle? Well, there's a few reasons that I buy Kringle. First is the packaging. I love the way these candles look. I love that they're all the same color wax. I love the labels. I love the jars. I really enjoy Kringle's packaging. Another big reason is nostalgia. I grew up around South Deerfield. I have been burning Yankee candles since I was a kid, and I'm, deep into middle age now. And we all kind of know what state Yankee Candle has been in since Kittredge sold it in the 90s. And lately I've been pretty disappointed. And what I really like about Kringle is that most of the candles from them that I've tried have room-filling scent. I may not like the particular scent, but I can't complain about performance from Kringle as a brand. I just can't do it. All of the candles have performed very well. And I like that it reminds me of the old Yankee Candle housewarmer candles where they really, really filled up the space they were in and more. And that's kind of hard to find now. And also the scents that Kringle offers. They have a lot of interesting fragrances. They have a lot of, tongue-in-cheek fragrances and, maybe a little bit kitschy. And that reminds me of, the 1990s and very early 2000s Yankee Candle. So I buy them, a lot in part due to the nostalgia. And then, of course, the performance. I can't complain about these candles. They just perform. And, that's what I want in a candle. I don't necessarily burn them for the ambiance, although I do like that. I burn them because I want my house to smell awesome. So Kringle delivers. The one thing I will say that is, kind of a con for me beyond what I think is maybe them being overwicked is the price. They're very expensive, and I don't mind paying $30 and up for a candle, but it needs to burn for more than 30 hours. And in my experience, I don't get those kind of burn times from Kringle. So I only buy when they're on sale, either buy one, get one free or 50%. Thankfully, Kringle does this often enough that I'm able to stay well stocked. So there are my thoughts on Kringle, Eucalyptus, and Cotton. Thanks for listening.